Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel GMB Show. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Chaser Darragh Ennis had host Bradley Walsh in stitches after making a cheeky comment following a question. Now people are wondering whether it could be the best joke ever. The Chase isn't a comedy show, but host Bradley Walsh is known for having the odd fit of giggles. The popular ITV quiz show sees a number of contestants play against a professional quizzer, known as the Chaser, who tries to stop them from winning the cash prize. The Chase's quizmasters tend to keep quite serious when they answer questions, but Darragh Ennis's mask slipped when he made a comment to host Bradley Walsh, which everyone found absolutely hilarious. Back in 2021, the quiz host was tasked with reading a serious question, but couldn't contain his laughter after the lovable Chaser made a cheeky comment. The contestant, along with the menace, were asked by Bradley, which woman won her Nobel Prize partly for discovering the structure of vitamin B12? And the options were A. Dorothy Hodgkin, B. Marie Curie, or C. Tu Youyou. After reading out the question, Darragh said, "Option C is the hardest person to sing happy birthday to in the world." After taking a few seconds, the 60-year-old hold was unable to contain his laughter and collapsed onto the board while he struggled to contain his laughter. "I love it! I love it! I love it! That is sensational! That is brilliant!" added Bradley. The clip recently resurfaced on the Chase's TikTok account, where they asked, "Is this the best joke ever?" and captioned it, "New Chaser Darragh has Bradley in tears." The Chase fans were in stitches after being reminded of the clip, with one person saying, "Be honest, how many sang the happy birthday song in their head when they saw question C, followed by crying while laughing emojis?" Another simply added, "Brilliant, Darragh." Darragh is very active on social media himself and often challenges his followers to complete his quizzes. Recently, he challenged them to a Harry Potter quiz, which he said were so tough most people won't get all 5 correctly. The first question was, "What is the address of the Dursleys? We need the name of the street and the number for a correct answer," and they got increasingly harder after that. Every once in a while, a moment on television reminds us why we watch in the first place. Not for the scores, not for the prizes, but for that magical combination of wit, timing, and the kind of laughter that makes you forget the world for a second. Well, friends, the Chase's very own Darragh Ennis just delivered what fans are calling the best joke ever. And trust me, this one had Bradley Walsh and the entire studio in absolute stitches. It began like any other episode. Contestants were tense, lights were flashing, and the clock was ticking. Bradley Walsh, the beloved host we all know for his quick banter, was warming up the crowd. But little did anyone know, Darragh, calm, collected, and famously sharp, was about to steal the spotlight in a way nobody expected. You see, Darragh's wit is usually razor-sharp in the quiz itself, but on this day it turned into a comedy masterclass. As Bradley read out a question about a rather obscure piece of trivia, Darragh leaned forward, eyes twinkling. It wasn't the kind of moment you'd expect a quip. After all, this is the Chase, where pressure is high. But here's where it gets interesting. He didn't just blurt something out, he waited. A pause, just long enough for everyone to wonder what he was thinking. And then, with perfect timing, he delivered a punchline so unexpected, Bradley nearly dropped his cue cards. Laughter is contagious, isn't it? Bradley doubled over, wiping tears from his eyes, while the contestants struggled to stay upright in their chairs. Even viewers at home later took to social media, saying they had to rewind the moment 3, 4, sometimes 5 times just to laugh all over again. One fan tweeted, "This wasn't just a joke, it was an event." But here's the part that really got people talking. What made it so funny wasn't just the line itself, but who it came from. Darragh has built a reputation as the quiet genius on the show, serious, focused, and often understated. So when he drops a one-liner, it's like finding a diamond in your backyard. The sheer contrast between his usual demeanor and the playful mischief in that moment turned an ordinary Tuesday night episode into something unforgettable. And Bradley, he admitted later in a behind-the-scenes chat that it was, in his words, the best unscripted moment of my hosting career. Sometimes the best moments in life aren't the ones we plan. They're the ones when someone dares to surprise us, to break the script, to remind us that joy can sneak up at any moment. And for those who saw it live, Darragh's joke wasn't just about laughter. It was about connection, the kind that makes you feel like you're in on something special. So, was it the best joke ever? Well, you'll just have to see it to believe it.